Courtney does simple CG round 2. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're brand new here, hi! My name's Courtney and I am just enjoying this journey to healthy hair, employing some methods and techniques of the Curly Girl method. This is the second installment of this series here on my channel where I am doing the Simple CG Challenge created by my friend Marissa Curls. She's on Instagram, she's also on YouTube. Y'all should totally go check her out. She is a wealth of curly hair knowledge, and she's always coming up with these really fun kind of challenges. I really love the idea of simple CG because, let's be honest, I have a tendency to grab 12 products when I go to do my hair because in my mind, more is more. And that's not always the case, nor do I have the time to do 12 steps every time I wash my hair. So this is a really fun challenge for me, and if it's a challenge, you know I'm gonna do it. So the premise for the challenge is to do an entire Curly Girl Method approved wash day with just 2 or 3 products. And no more than that. For today, I was desperately feeling the need to clarify and deep condition, and then that would leave me with 1 styler, theoretically, because that would be 3 products. If you're curious to see what I did to get this look, then just keep watching.
Hey there guys, welcome to my bathtub. I am just gonna start things off by making sure the water's warm because it's cold these days, and really saturating my hair, preparing to clarify. I feel the need to clarify. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm going in with the Mop Top Detox Shampoo. This is a great clarifying shampoo. It's clear and decently runny. It has a citrus scent, and it also has a chelating ingredient in it, which means that it is good for hard water buildup removal. I felt like I needed just a little bit more in order to get it to distribute evenly over my scalp. And as you can see, it does foam, but it's kind of a stiffer sort of foam. It needs some extra work and elbow grease to get it to spread evenly over the scalp. If you are really struggling with your sulfate-free shampoos, go ahead and add a little bit of water to them, and that tends to help me quite a bit. So I am just going to be rubba-dubbing. Wow, said that too many times. And rinsing that out of my hair. I now feel that my hair is thoroughly cleansed and clarified and a little dry. So I'm going in with the Embrace the Curl Strengthening Hair Mask. It's a little runny, but not super runny. Clear, not clear. White, creamy consistency. And I am just going to start finger combing that in. And this product has really good slip. I feel good about finger combing this through my hair and using this to detangle with. Sometimes protein heavy masks can be a little difficult to finger detangle with. I don't find that to be the case with this product. All right, you can see that my curl clumps are a little bit stringy and I'm having some wet frizz, and I wanted to go ahead and finish working that hair mask through my hair with my Perfect Hair Care brush. I noticed that it was foaming up just a little bit. I find that some of my hair masks do that when I brush them in. It's kind of interesting. And aha, I have no more wet frizz. I have 3 giant slimy clumps. That lets me know that I do have good saturation of the hair mask in my hair. And sometimes working it through with a brush will help you have a good indication if you've got enough or not. All right, so I just let that sit on my hair for about 30 minutes with that towel on my head to help trap in the heat, and my reusable shower cap that I got from a Wee Dad gift set many moons ago. Man, I've had that shower cap for a while now. All right, just rinsing out that hair mask with cool water, and I am just beginning to start forming my curl clumps, making sure to rake the hair off the back of my head and that it's not stuck. And I'm going in with the Not Your Mother's Blue Sea Kale Pure Coconut Water Foam. It's not a mousse, it's a foam, so I'm told. All right, I grabbed about 4 pumps and I am glazing that on my hair, roping it in, and then doing a really good squish. I still felt like everything was stuck to the back of my head. So I'm standing up and really shaking the hair off the back of my head, out of frame, and making sure to put some foam in my ear. Good job, Courtney. And now I'm really focusing on applying that foam to this right side of my head. Left side? Right side? To the side of my head. To the side/back. All right, now I've got to get the other side/back. So I stood up, shook the hair off the back of my head, and now I'm squeezing in some more pumps. You can see now that I have good saturation with that foam because there is so much leaking out between my fingers. I had no idea that so much was dripping off the back of my hands. Whoops! Won't be doing quite so much next time, but I find that this foam is so light that it doesn't weigh down my hair, even if I do grab a tad too much. All right, so I'm just finishing squishing that thoroughly into my hair, organizing the curl clumps, making sure that every strand on my head has good amounts of product because that will give me better curl definition later on. All right.
All right, guys, here I am with my completely 100% dry hair. So I did plop my hair in my Perfect Hair Care towel. Seriously, I have not been able to stop using this microfiber towel. It is just so different than any other towel I've ever used. It works amazing. I love it. Anyway, I plopped my hair for about 10 minutes and then I diffused my hair to 90% dry. And because there was only a mousse in it, it dried faster than it normally does. I would say I diffused my hair for like 15 minutes, and that was at that 90% dry sweet spot that I like to shoot for. And the reason that I only diffuse my hair that far is when I diffuse it to 100% dry, it kind of creates some frizz and flyaways. It's like it dries it out too much and hairs just start escaping their curl families. And another really great thing about using a foam or a mousse as a single styler is that you don't get a really hard crunchy cast, or at least I don't. So I can diffuse my hair to that 90% dry sweet spot that I love so much and then leave my house with slightly damp hair, and then it finishes drying to like this. And because it's a mousse, I have kind of like volume and I don't feel the desperate need to scrunch out the crunch and fluff my hair. So I'm not going to. Let me turn around and show you the back. Now, the question is now, Courtney, why don't you use a mousse or a foam as your single styler all the time? It sounds fantastic. No crunchy, weird cast, shorter drying times, and you're just using one product. Well, first off, I like to experiment, and in my brain, more is more. It's not always the case, but that's kind of why I tend to grab a lot of products. Also, sadly, mousses and foams don't have as much hold as a good hard hold gel. So definition tends to be a little bit more loosey-goosey, and the wash day longevity just isn't there. So I will absolutely go ahead and check in tomorrow morning with y'all to show you how this held up throughout the day, but y'all are gonna see what I'm talking about. It's gonna be more stretched out than normal. All right, so it's the next morning. Actually, it's the next noon. Been running around the house like crazy. So let me kind of get this going in the right direction. And then I will let it settle and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like after it's settled down. All right, so it's been about 5-10 minutes and I am ready to refresh. I can feel that all that hair that was like, I don't know, standing on end in the back of my head has kind of settled down. So I don't know if this ruins my Courtney Does Simple CG for the video, but I figured I'd do a quick little refresh. The dew point outside is about 18 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's dry and cold outside. And because of that, and I didn't use any leave-in yesterday, my hair is feeling like it needs a little bit of extra love. So I'm going to take the Innate Life Rose Hair Elixir and just throw that on my hair really quick. You don't need much of this at all. I grab 3-ish drops. Seriously, not much. Rub it in between my hands, and then I'm just going to smooth it over the mid-lengths to the ends. And this helps with the really tangled bits that are underneath. I get asked a lot of questions what I do about tangles on day 2 and day 3. Honestly, I finger comb out the bottom because nobody's gonna see that, and it's okay if the bottom isn't super defined, and I can't stand the feeling of tangles there. So I do kind of run my fingers through the bottom. That will also kind of help boost volume if you're pulling everything out of its curl clumps underneath. I don't rake my fingers through the top layer because that would bust up any definition I have left. But anyway, all right, so there's that. And then, got my mirror. The roots are looking a little bit greasy. So I'm adding grease to the ends and taking away grease from the roots. Oh, that's funny. So I'm gonna take the My Hair Dance dry shampoo. This may be my favorite dry shampoo of all time. I'm a dry shampoo connoisseur. I've tried them all, and this is my favorite. So I'm just going to throw this into my roots. I know this looks like a really tiny bottle, and I know it's not the cheapest dry shampoo ever, but I have had this for 4 months. I've been using it almost every single refresh day, and I've only used that much. So if you're concerned about the cost, it's very cost effective, cost per use. So there's that. And I kind of tap it, and that's what works. And then this one works best if you go ahead and rub it in immediately. I like this dry shampoo because it does soak up grease effectively. Even though my hair is darker, it's not super white blonde. I don't find that it gives my hair a terrible, terrible white cast. And it has colloidal oatmeal in it, and it helps soothe my itchy scalp on day 2 and day 3. What more could you ask for? So now that all of that is worked in, I'm going to reorganize everything. I kind of shook that curl clump into oblivion, so I'm going to smooth it back down. And there we have it. Let me turn around and show you the back of this day 2 Courtney Does Simple CG / a little bit of refresh. As you can see, it is a little bit more stretched out than it was yesterday, but I have just come to accept that my day 2 hair is not going to look like my day 1 hair, and I'm okay with that because it's a slightly different look. I get to change things up every single day. I don't have the exact same hair constantly. Isn't that the nature of like wavy curly hair? That is exactly how I use this hair mask. I treat it just like any other deep conditioner that I would use after clarifying my hair, and it works so well for that. This is one of those products that is really balanced. It's not too moisturizing and it's not too heavy on protein. It has a very good balance of both for my hair. Also, side note, thank you so much, Sophie, for sending me your product to try out. I am honored and I really, really appreciate it. Quick rundown of the ingredients. I won't read every single ingredient on here, but I'll just read the ones that stand out to me. I see aloe leaf juice, cetyl alcohol, PEG 40 castor oil, panthenol, which is a good humectant. My hair tends to really love panthenol as a humectant. Hydrolyzed wheat protein, some triglycerides, and meadowfoam seed oil. So again, this little hair mask is a really good balance of moisturizing and protein in it. If you haven't checked out my protein moisture balance series, you are welcome to do that, where I explain all about why I am so concerned with the ingredients in my products and whether they are a protein or a moisturizing ingredient. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video. I absolutely loved getting to hang out with y'all today and test out another simple CG routine. I hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!